Developing tonight, new legal trouble for Susan Smith, the woman convicted almost 30 years ago of killing her children by driving them into a South Carolina lake. Now, there could be trouble for her efforts to get parole. Channel 9's Jonathan Lowe has the developments from today.
While in prison, Susan Smith has already been sanctioned for at least 3 instances of drug use and another for self-mutilation. But this latest internal incident is happening very close to a hearing to decide whether she deserves to be paroled. Susan Smith's case made national headlines in October of 1994.
I want to say to my babies that your mama loves you so much.
Smith made up a story telling police a black man had carjacked her and stolen her car with her 2 little boys strapped in their car seats. A national manhunt ensued. Eventually, though, Smith confessed that she had driven the car into the lake herself. An investigation revealed she was having an affair with a man who made it clear to her he did not want children.
Susan Smith has been arrested and will be charged with 2 counts of murder.
Smith was sentenced to life in prison for killing her sons. And late today, we learned from the South Carolina Department of Corrections that Smith was convicted earlier this month in prison of, quote, communicating with a victim and or witness. Smith was engaging in telephone calls with the documentary filmmaker about her crimes. Quote, Smith agreed to provide the filmmaker with contact information for friends, family, and victims, including her former husband. The filmmaker also deposited money into Smith's account. In South Carolina, inmates are not allowed to do interviews on their phone or in person. They can write letters, but that's it. It's not clear how this conviction may impact Smith's parole chances, but during an ABC Nightline piece that was done before we learned of today's news, her chances already didn't sound optimistic.
From what we see of South Carolina so far in the year of 2024, only 5% of people have been released on parole. So the chances of Susan Smith being released are that much smaller.
Now, Smith lost phone, tablet, and canteen privileges for 90 days. State officials say she is still eligible for parole on November 4th. It remains to be seen if this new disciplinary action plays a role in that eligibility. In the studio, Jonathan Lowe, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.